welcome back to the Trailhead Outdoor Show. I'm on a friend's private property today. We're just doing some camping. I got a base camp set up because we're in the area for some other stuff. I'm going to do an actual full episode on base camp, so look for that. But I just want to do a quick little segment on hunting. Since I'm using a friend's property, he wanted me to check on some stuff while I was out here as well because he hasn't had a chance to get to his property in a long time. This spring the area suffered from quite a bit of flooding, and it's still pretty evident on even this property and the community at large. Right behind me you can see the ladder to a deer stand. Some people will leave stuff up here long, which brought me to a point I got to think about it as I'm going around checking the property. There's a lot of places that are publicly accessible or public property that allow for hunting throughout different times of the year for different seasons. This is to keep control of game, because they don't have as much hunting or as much predators, or as many predators I should say, out in that area due to the high usage and high level of human traffic. So they will allow different types of hunting. Some places will actually shut the property down in order to have a safe hunt. Others won't necessarily do that. It was just kind of a case that I've run into this before, where it's kind of, everybody knows that this time of year you just don't go out to X park, whatever the park name is, because they're going to be hunting this time of year. If you're not local, you're not from the area, you don't know this, then you may end up finding yourself in a dangerous situation. All year long, because as much time as I spend outdoors, all year long I keep at least some blaze orange hunting apparel in my truck. Okay, whether it just be a vest and hat. When it gets a little cooler out, I'll actually throw a coat or a hoodie in there that's blaze orange, just to have something. Some places, depending on what the laws may be, it may be required that even though you're not hunting, that you also wear the stuff in the property. Other places may not require it, but just because they don't require it doesn't make it not a good idea. I always recommend that if you're going to go into an area that you're aware of, that there may potentially be some type of hunting going on, to at least carry the stuff with you, even if it's for a season that doesn't necessarily require it. Some places don't require blaze orange for some seasons over other seasons. For some game over other game, I should say, because of the type of implement you may be using. Some places don't require it for archery season. Just because it's not required doesn't mean it's not a good idea. So just because someone says that you don't have to do this, I always have, at least with me, if I become aware that there actually is hunting going on in the area, if I know there's hunting going on in the area that it's just not going to be safe to go in there, I'm probably going to leave. But if I'm pretty committed into whatever it is I'm doing already, if I'm on a hike and I'm already X amount of miles in, I have X amount of miles coming out, then there's not much I can do about that. I'm pretty much going to have to follow through. So I will at least make sure I have that stuff with me. I will put it on, even though it's not necessarily required of me, just for safety's sake. I mean, why even risk it? At the end of the day, sure you get hurt, sure it goes to court, but at the end of the day, why do you don't care at that point, because you're injured. If you get a minor injury, you might care a little more, but if you get a major injury, your life has been altered forever. Again, okay, sure, someone might get punished in court, but what does that mean to you? It's not going to change anything in your situation. Tenfold that if you end up getting killed. You don't care at this point. Just take a little extra safety precaution, and like I said, if you're going to spend a lot of time outdoors, invest in some decent stuff that can be used over and over, washed again and again, and keep it on hand. You don't have to wear it every single time you go in the woods, but if you know that there is a season going on, at least have it with you, at least have it available. And then if you go somewhere that you find out that there actually is active hunting going on, and that you can safely do so with taking the extra steps, enjoy your day, but be extra safe. Why not? It can't hurt. You guys have a good day. Stay safe and have some fun.